You're listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. Hi, I'm Francine.
And I'm Carrie.
We're two best friends who can't stop talking, usually about Disney stuff.
Sometimes we have fascinating guests, and sometimes it's just us. But it's always positive and fun.
We're happy to have you join our chat. Thanks for listening, and let's get started. Hello, Carrie.
Welcome back, Fran.
Thank you. I feel like I've been through a whirlwind.
You're home.
I'm home. How are things with you?
I'm home. I didn't go anywhere.
Not yet.
Not yet.
Yes.
But you're back. You're back from your adventure.
I'm back.
I'm excited to hear about it.
Holy whirlwind, Carrie. Like, you know me, I don't normally go for short trips because I don't know why I don't do short trips. Like, I think when I was a bit younger, I would do weekend trips or like 4 days or stuff like that. But now I think I'm too old for that. I'm too old to be doing quick trips.
By quick trips, you were gone 5 nights, weren't you?
I was, but the Sunday night didn't really count because we were so late. We got there so late. So this was, there was a Canadian media event in Walt Disney World that I was invited to. And it was kind of a mixture. So there were people there from, travel agencies. So I got to meet your lovely friend Candace. She was so nice. So there were people there from travel agencies like me, and then there were like influencers. So there were like the quote unquote influencers from the agencies, I guess. And then like big time influencers, like
Canadian ones, lifestyle influencers maybe too.
Yeah. So they were like big people in Canada. So yeah, it was a very short, it was like a Monday to Friday. And you know, Disney hosted us, which meant they put us up in the hotel, park tickets. It was a lot of fun. So lots of great stuff to share. But, Andrew, so I decided I was taking Andrew with me. So my nephew, Andrew, and we really, once we thought about it, we have never, in all the times we've both been to Walt Disney World, we've never been just the two of us.
That's very cool that you guys finally did go then.
Yeah, like it was so weird when we were talking about it, and we're like, wait a minute, we've never done this, just the two of us. So it was pretty surreal for it to just be him and I. I mean, I'm very, obviously I'm close with all my family, but Andrew and I are super close. And so, yeah, it was fun to just be the two of us, and he didn't want to waste a minute. Right. So he's like, I'm warning you, I'm going to go hard the whole week. Like, we're going to be up at the crack of dawn, go until midnight. And I'm like, and even before we left, I'm thinking, I don't know if I'm going to survive this. But he didn't want to miss a minute. So our first day on the Monday was at Hollywood Studios, and he didn't want to miss any of it. So we decided to fly down on Sunday so that we could get in there.
Ready to go first thing.
Exactly. So we flew down on the late night WestJet flight on Sunday, and I used my DVC points for us to spend the night at Saratoga. Carrie, like, well, I wasn't even thinking. So Andrew, you know, he's very set in his ways. So he brings a book to read on the plane. But I forgot that because it's a night flight, they turn out all the lights. So I'm like, turn on the headlight. He wouldn't do it. Anyway, but we were super excited, but it was late. And again, I forgot, when you arrive at 11 or 11:30 at night at Orlando International Airport, getting a Lyft or an Uber is ridiculous.
Mm.
And this has happened to me twice before, and I think it's enough now that I won't take that flight again. Because we were like, it was tiring. It was like 11:30. We're standing on the curb, and I ordered first Lyft I got. We waited like 12 minutes. It said he was coming. And then he canceled the ride. So it took
Mm.
us like 15 minutes for them to get me to get the driver. And then we waited 12 minutes while we watched him driving, and then he just canceled the ride. So there was half an hour gone, and everybody like standing there was the same thing. So the guy next to me had done it with both Uber and Lyft. He had both of them scheduled. And I think Lyft came up before the Uber. So when he got the Lyft driver, he canceled the Uber, and then the Lyft driver canceled.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Yeah. So I think there's something with the traffic backup at that time of night at the airport with all the flights coming in that it's just, I guess maybe it's not worth it for some of the drivers, but it took us a long time to get in the car, and get going to Saratoga. So it was pretty late when we checked in, which was fine. We were just happy to be there. But we have friends who also said when they got home, when I said that this happened, they messaged me and they were saying they live in Florida. And when they got home from their Disneyland trip, same thing. Same thing for them
Wow.
too. Yeah. So my
That's good to
cautionary
know.
tale for the
Hmm.
for the later flights for sure. I don't have that issue when I get there in the morning or afternoon, which
Hmm.
is weird. Maybe there's just not enough drivers at that time.
Yeah, possibly. A little bit of everything, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, we got up early the next morning and went up to Saratoga Springs for, our breakfast. So he was very excited to get going with his breakfast. Some Mickey waffles and wander around the resort a little bit. Unfortunately, I had a bunch of work to do that morning. I had some problems with a client that I had to deal with. So I sent Andrew off on his own. So I said, don't waste any time. I'm going to be stuck in this room for a bit. You head off to the parks. You know where you're going. The bus stop's right out front. So he went to Hollywood Studios without me. And then I hung back and took the luggage over to Port Orleans Riverside, to check us in and get all that sorted while he was at Hollywood Studios, which was, yeah. So that was good. And he was very considerate. He went to Hollywood Studios first, and then he rode Tower of Terror, Rock and Roller Coaster. So he did all the things he knew I wouldn't want to do. So he did all of those without me.
Oh, that's so nice of them.
It was very nice of him. So I met up with him at Hollywood Studios after that, and of course we went and did Rise of the Resistance together. And as a Star Wars fan, like it's always cool, but it's cool to experience with it. It's just him and I. So we started there, but Carrie was hot. Like,
Jeez.
when was the last time you were there in October?
Well, 'cause it's been a couple of years. It was still hot, but not like horribly hot. It's like it's supposed to be, I think, like normal hot.
Yeah,
Normal hot.
normal hot. So it was still 31, like it was 31.
Holy smokes.
Yeah. I mean, it wasn't as humid as it was in the summer, but it was still very, very hot. Like I could feel the heat like
Hmm.
draining me. Um, but whatever. So we were very happy, especially on Rise, because you're inside for so long too. It's funny how that ride, you're in line and you don't really realize you're in line because it's such a show.
Mhm.
Yeah. So we did that. We did the Falcon. And get this, we were the pilots.
That's cool.
It was very cool, except like we felt so bad. So we apologized to the people when we got in. Like we were like, sorry. We were so bad.
Did you crash everywhere?
We crashed everywhere, everywhere. But it was fun. Like it was all adults with us. So like the other four people were adults. So, it was fun. We did that. Got some pictures taken. Oh, hilarious. I go up to the PhotoPass guy and I'm like, can we get a picture together, please? And he's like, sure. So he stands to pose with me. It's me and him. He was funny. He was cute. We did Toy Story. Andrew was, so here's the thing. Before we left, Andrew had like a list of things that he wanted to make sure he did. things that, he had memories of, things from when he was a kid. And there was, it was so special. Like there was a time when we were there years, felt like 100 years ago, but I think it was my 21st birthday. And we were there and, they got ice cream over by, Gertie. And my dad was sitting on a bench and a bird pooped on him. And the kids thought it was the funniest thing in the world. So Andrew wanted to make sure he got his ice cream over at Gertie's. So he did. We did that.
No bird poop though.
No bird poop. He just got to
enjoy.
If
a bird did poop on him though?
I would swear it was
Grandpa
my dad.
Sending him a message. Holy smokes.
Absolutely. We took some time, got some Starbucks, sat down for a bit because it was just like, it really was too hot. Like we were definitely, getting drained by the heat. And then we saw Bert and a penguin from Mary Poppins, which was fun.
That's so cool.
Yes. So we got some pictures with them, which was fun. I did some by myself and then we got some together. We of course stopped by and saw the little Jim Henson out in front of the Chinese theater. Thought about you. Went on our Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, which of course is still one of my favorites. I just think it's so much fun. I did take a picture of the cashless signs at some of the popcorn stands.
Yeah, that's fairly new, right? Over the last couple weeks, I think, or
it is. So you can pay with a credit card, Disney gift card, or mobile payment, but they don't accept cash. Yeah.
We got nickels. We don't want them.
What do you think of that, Carrie?
I don't know. I think there's lots of places that sort of do that now. So I guess it's kind of normal. I guess it's okay for a snack place. Hopefully they don't do it everywhere.
Yeah.
People still like to use cash. I like to use cash. I know you don't use cash, but I often bring cash on my trips.
But you don't use it a lot, do you?
If anything, I probably use it mostly for food. When I do bring cash, I usually bring cash because I am traveling in groups. Like I'm traveling with friends and it's easier. I'd much rather bring cash if they put a bill together or whatever.
Yeah.
Like I usually bring cash so that I can pay for my food. Like that is really what I probably spend almost all my cash on when I bring it. I usually spend it on food.
Right.
So,
because you're traveling with other people and then when the bill comes, it's just easier.
yeah, like it definitely makes it easier. Or one person, you got to pay somebody back for something or whatever. You can just pay for it right there.
Right.
Give them their money back. So
yeah.
I
guess at quick service, like these kind of places, it's not such a big deal. I wonder how much of it is just efficiency. Like when you think about maybe a lot of people don't use cash at these and then operationally they have to have the cash. They have to count their floats. They have to do all that stuff. And it's probably not worth it for the 5 people a day that pay with cash.
If they're serving food, they have to touch the money and they've got to serve the food. Whereas when they're working in quick service, like the person that's at the cash is just the cash. All they're grabbing is a tray or a drink, right? They're not touching. Yeah. So that probably is helpful too.
Yeah, it probably is. So yeah, I took a picture of that because I thought that was fun.
Interesting, yeah.
Yeah. We did the villains show. So Andrew got to see that, which, it's so fun. So it's all about which villain is the most misunderstood. That was fun. And then after that was our first sort of quote unquote event for the media event, which we got to meet everybody. So we all gathered at the foot of the Tower of Terror. And then they walked us up to do a private dinner for Fantasmic.
Ooh.
So we got, and it's basically, where the railings are at the back of Fantasmic. The tables were in behind there. And we had dinner there. That was fun. It was, and it was fun for Andrew, right? Because, you and I have done a couple of these as travel agents. We do them at different events. But for Andrew, this was kind of it was kind of a big deal, right? Because
Yeah.
he's behind the rope and got to sit and watch Fantasmic, which was cool. And have a nice dinner and all that. And then we watched Fantasmic, and then they bust us back to the resort.
It's the best part.
Yes. So they walked us out backstage behind the rock and roller coaster and put us on private buses to take us directly to Port Orleans, which was nice. So we didn't have to walk all the way to the front. And it's funny. So at this point, we're in the big group, and I'm looking around, and who do I recognize? Blah blah blah. No. So I met one agent. At that point, I had just met one other agent. She's actually a friend of one of my agents, so we connected or whatever. But that was kind of it. And then I recognized a couple of other owners that I knew from. But that was it. All these other people, I'm like, I don't know who these people are, because I'm old. So after that, they bust us back. But Carrie, keep in mind at this time, so we get back to the hotel, and we don't even have our luggage yet.
Oh.
So, because our luggage was in Bell Services, like I had checked all that in there. And that day they had a site-wide tech issue. So like our room getting ready, photo passes, like whole bunch of stuff wasn't really working. So that was the day. So we get back. Thankfully, though, the bus dropped us. We were all in the same building at Riverside. So the bus dropped us literally like right behind our room.
Well, thank you. That's nice.
That was nice. So we got into our room. We had a fifth sleeper. So plenty of room. And I immediately turned the air conditioning to 68 degrees and turned on the overhead fan. And
Andrew, I understand. I know you listen, and I know what's to come, my friend, and I'm really sorry. You just got to pack fuzzy slippers, fuzzy socks, and flannel pajamas. I know this was your first trip alone, and I'm sure it won't be the last, and that's my advice to you. Maybe even if you have room in your luggage, a nice woolly a robe and some mitts and a toque. You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, Carrie, I will admit, so the first night was fine. By night 2, the next morning, he said to me, do you think we could maybe just turn it up maybe 1 degree or something?
Was his nose like red? Was his nose red? He's waking up in the morning and he's all bundled up, but you kind of have to keep your nose out because you have to breathe, and then your nose is like, it feels like it's in the North Pole. The rest of your body is warm, but your nose is frozen. Is that how it felt?
He was pretty cold. So we decided we turned off the overhead fan because I think that was just adding quite a breeze. So we turned that off. But yeah, so that was night 1. So we took pictures of the room, and then it was like, okay, we got to go to sleep. Because the next morning was another event. So we had the Monday night was Fantasmic, and then Tuesday morning was Epcot. And Epcot is Andrew's favorite park. And you know what? It's funny, has been since he was a kid. Like, even when he was like 7 or 8 years old, he was not all about Magic Kingdom. It was always Epcot. Even before he could say Epcot, he used to call it Peacot. But that was his favorite park, was Epcot. So he was super excited for this day because Food and Wine Festival was on. He had a list of things he wanted to eat. So this was a day we were going to go hard. Yeah.
Did you have to get out?
Like, I think we met the bus at 7:40. So we were on the bus at 7:40 in the morning. They bussed us to Epcot and dropped us off backstage. You know where your pin event building is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they brought us in that way.
The World Show Place or whatever it's called. I think the building's called.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we came in that way and then walked to Canada for breakfast. So this is a bit different, like, because they don't serve breakfast in Canada. Like the Le Cellier is not open for breakfast. But so they had like a buffet for us in Le Cellier that we could.
Oh, that's cool.
which was pretty cool. It was nice. There, like there was avocado toast, there was salmon, there was all sorts of lovely stuff. It was really nice. And a great way to kind of start the day because then we were in the park at 8 a.m. And then we kind of wandered around when we came out of breakfast, and then the day was ours. We could do whatever we wanted. So we did. Andrew was like, I don't want to start eating all the food and wine and then go do Guardians. So he did Guardians. We walked down, he did Guardians. I waited. Actually, I started looking for a hat. Carrie, how many bucket hats have we seen in Walt Disney World? Thousands.
100.
Seriously. How many bucket hats are there available in Walt Disney World right now? None. I went, the front two shops at Epcot? Nothing. I went to the big shop at Epcot? Nothing. Only baseball hats. That was all they had were baseball hats. And when you have baseball hats, you get very bad hat head.
You get baseball hat hair.
Pretty much. But that was all they had. So I finally had to give in and just buy a baseball hat. Had to. Halloween one. But it was just because it was too hot. It was just too hot. So I wandered around Creations. I saw some nice mugs, some things. But Andrew was on, so he went on Guardians. He was fine. The first time he was on Guardians when he was there a year and a half ago, it made him a little bit queasy. So he got off Guardians and was like, see, I'm not too old for this stuff. I got this. He was very cocky. So he went to do
butt coming. Oh no.
Mission Space.
No, he didn't.
And I said to him, like, why would you want to do Mission Space? He's like, because I'm blah, 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 whatever. So I'm like, all right, fine, go do your Mission Space. I'll be sitting outside. I go, are you going to do the green? He's like, no, I'm doing the orange. I'm like, all right. Off he goes. Let's just say he was a little bit worse for wear when he got off Mission Space Orange.
He was green.
A little bit green.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, he was a bit green when he got off Mission Space. We sat for a few minutes to let him catch his breath. But he did say to me, yeah, I think that Mission Space, I might be kind of done with that one. He says, I thought I was going to have a heart attack. He said it felt like his heart was going back and forth in his chest.
Oy, oy.
Mm-hmm. Have you ever done the orange one?
No.
No.
I would never.
It's intense. I did it once when it very first opened, and I was obviously a lot younger then, but it's like insanely intense. Yeah. So that was him done. But he rallied. Like he definitely rallied after that because 5 minutes later he's like, all right, let's go do test track. Let's get these 3 done before I start eating. Was his thought. Because the food was a priority. So we did the new test track. It was kind of fun. Like it was good. Same track, a bit jerky.
Yeah.
Have you done the new one? You haven't done the new one since it reopened, right?
No.
It's basically the same as the original, I think. Where they show you, or like where you make your car and what the different cars can look like, only it's got better effects in it, I think. Yeah. But it was cool. We did that. Fun times. And then we started the food. So we had a list of things. So he really wanted to try these Yukon fries or whatever that they had at the Fry Basket. And then I was like, well, if we're going to the Fry Basket, then I have to get my fry flight. So we got both. And I got to say, they were delicious. Like he actually said to me at the end of our tour that he thought the fries were some of the highlights of the day.
Wow.
Yeah. And it's the same fry flight you and I have had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I remember they were good.
Yes.
I don't remember the flavors or anything.
Well, you liked I think you did not like the sweet one. So there was the sweet potato casserole fries with cinnamon sugar.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Weird.
And then there was garlic truffle,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
parmesan, and then the malt and the sea salt malt and vinegar fries.
Nice.
So that's where we started. And then, of course, we had to hit Canada. Like, so he gets the cheddar cheese soup. Soup. It's 1,000 degrees out. But he said the soup wasn't that hot. So, like, it's not hot. So it was okay.
It
But
was warm soup.
then we had this debate. And I'm going to ask you too, because he texted his girlfriend, because of course he's texting his girlfriend the whole trip, right? Everything we're doing, he's texting her pictures. Like, it's almost like she was there with us. But he texted her the picture of this from Canada. Do you know any Canadian that eats cheddar cheese soup?
Not no.
Like, where did this become a Canadian thing?
Maybe we need to Google it.
Well, because his girlfriend said the same thing. She's like, why is cheddar cheese soup Canadian? And we're like,
Maybe it's Canadian certain types of cheese.
maybe, I don't know. But he had his cheddar cheese soup, but we were baffled by the Canadian thing. We wandered around there, and then we got to see the mice. So when we left Canada and we kept walking, that same little place where your pin event meet is, they had some characters out. They had Geppetto, but they'd already cut the line for him, and I really wanted them to see the mice first. So the mice from Cinderella.
From the Cinderella mice? Yeah.
Yes. And I'm going to look for it because Andrew and I have a picture with these two at a Mickey's Not So Scary, probably 15 years ago.
That's cool.
So I want to go and look for that picture so I can do like a little side by side. But we did pictures with them. We walked around, went to the UK because for everybody listening, Andrew is a Winnie the Pooh fanatic. And I've posted on my Facebook page before that he has a Winnie the Pooh that he got when he was 2 years old. Just after his dad died, someone gifted him this Winnie the Pooh. And he was a water-damaged Winnie the Pooh from Sears warehouse. Because the man that gave him the Pooh Bear worked at Sears. And Andrew has had this bear for 40 years. So he's very important to Andrew. He's been to my sister's wedding. He's been Pooh Bear goes everywhere. Not on holiday anymore, but so it's all about the bear. So we went to the UK pavilion where Andrew saw the big woolly Pooh hat. And you've seen these hats where it's like
I've seen them. They're awesome.
And I thought to myself, like, who the heck would buy these things?
Don't they have like a Tigger one and a Pooh one? They've got a few of them, right? These big hats.
They do. And
it's a stuffed. It's like a big stuffy on your head, a stuffed toy on your head. When we say woolly Pooh hat, that's what we mean. It's like it's like you've got the head of a stuffed animal.
Yes,
on your head.
That's exactly the best description of it. So he tried that on. We took a picture of it. And then we noticed that Pooh Bear was meeting in Christopher Robin's room in the back. So we made a point to go see him, and Andrew got his picture taken, of course, with Pooh Bear, said hello to his bear friend. So that was great. And then off we went to France, where he got some cheese bread thing or whatever, and we did ratatouille. So ratatouille is like getting rid of the 3D.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about this?
Great, because then that's less chance of me feeling sick on the ride.
I was thinking about you while we were on it, because I said that to him, like, the 3D's going away, and Carrie will be happy because she won't feel sick on it anymore.
Yeah, it feels like it seems like a ride that didn't need to be 3D in the first place.
Agreed.
Like, because it's not like we're just sitting watching a movie. Like, we're moving through things. Like, you think, they'd be able to do that without the 3D aspect. So that's great news.
Yeah, I was thinking about that when I was on it, and I thought, you know what, I actually think it'll be better without the 3D.
Yeah.
Because then you can appreciate the stuff around it that they've built. So that was pretty cool. And then, of course, we went to Morocco, where he had the wrap. And then we went to Japan, where he had the Wagyu beef and rice. That was actually delicious. And then, Carrie, like, honest to goodness, we were just too hot. We were so hot. By the time we made it to the US, we decided to go into, watch the Voices of Liberty or whatever. And then we said, let's just do the American Adventure. It's a good 20 minutes in full on air conditioning. And I haven't done it in years. When was the last time you did that one?
I don't know that I've ever done it. I don't think I have.
Really?
I don't think so.
It's upstairs. Like you have to go upstairs into the theater.
Yeah, I don't think I
Um,
have.
yeah, it's pretty, you know what? It's 20 minutes in air conditioning. The guy in front of us, I think, was sleeping. Um, it's easy to sort of nod off in there because it's dark and it's cool and whatever. But you know what? It's a good show and we watched that. And then we tried, they had like these beef sliders in the US. Those were yummy. So when we came out, we did those. And then we walked on to Italy where, oh my goodness, he had this cheese thing. So you've seen them in the restaurants where they have like this block of cheese and then they scrape off like the melted stuff.
Yeah.
He was desperate to try that, so they had it in Italy. It was a lot of cheese. And he said it was good, but whatever. We did Frozen because Andrew used to love Maelstrom, so he wanted to see what they'd done with Frozen. And like keep in mind, like Carrie, we're still going. It's 1,000 degrees out and we're still walking and I'm dying. So once we get off Frozen, he's like, I don't think I can eat anymore for now. I'm like, okay,
For
fine.
now.
For now.
I was about to
So,
say, there's the whole day still ahead of you.
right? So I said to him, why don't we go and get some coffee at Starbucks? Like, let's sit inside, air conditioning, and just have some Starbucks. This was like 5 o'clock. So keep in mind, this is 5 p.m. that we've been in the park since like 7:45.
Wow.
So we had some coffee, we sat in air conditioning, we debated. I was like, maybe we should just go back and have a rest. But by 5 o'clock, like, you're not going to go have a rest and then come back. Like, it's almost like you've passed the point of no return.
Definitely.
So we went back, we had some coffee. We went and got some pictures with Walt, did Figment because, you can't not do Figment. And then went and did Spaceship Earth. Now, Carrie, it was down for refurb, right?
Mhm.
But was it like, what were they doing? Just to update? Like, it looked
I don't
like
know
there
what
might
they
have
did.
been a
Like,
little
were they
bit of
just like,
paint.
maybe they were just doing like just some, like, not even a maybe they were just fixing little things. I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
don't know.
Like, the only thing that seemed a little different was, the movie at the end where you get the options of what you want your future to look like? It
Hmm.
felt like there were more options. So I felt like they'd updated that, but that was kind of it. So that was, I want to say it was probably 6:30, 7 o'clock, 7 o'clock. And I had to call it. I couldn't make it for fireworks, Carrie. I couldn't. I was dead. I was dead. So we left Epcot at 7. We didn't even stay for fireworks. We went back to Port Orleans, Riverside, and then our Disney rep said, "Hey, do you guys want to meet for beignets?" So
And you were
we
like,
got
yes.
we
How
got a
about
second
yes?
win. Yeah, we got a second win in our room, a little air conditioning for 20 minutes, and then we were like, "Let's do it." So we walked from Riverside to French Quarter.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I didn't even think about that.
I haven't done that. I've never done that walk before. So that was kind of fun. Um, we walked
Too
over.
long,
Yeah, it
right?
was
Well,
well,
at the end of the
because of
day, it's long, but
at the end of the day it's long. From lobby to lobby, it's not that long. But when you
right.
tack on that our room was like at the opposite end, it was, yeah. but we walked there and back, which was great. So we had beignets. And then Andrew went to the game room when we got back to the resort for the chair. You know, in the arcade, those chairs.
The massage chair? Yeah. Oh, good grief.
He's like, my legs need it. So he went and did the massage chair.
That's funny.
Yeah. So the next day was our Animal Kingdom day. And we decided that we were going to go do Disney Springs first, because so that he could go in and have some time, because we didn't have an event until that night. So we did some Disney Springs, wandered around there. He got his coffee, and we thought of you. He was like, what should we eat? Of course, what should we eat? What should we eat? We should go to Earl's. He'd never been to Earl's before. Yeah. Yeah. He doesn't remember ever being at Earl's. So.
Do you like it?
He loved it. He loved it. He said his sandwich was so good. So good. I bought a new t-shirt, a nice little yellow one. And our Disney rep, what did she tell me it was called? It's some kind of, the young kids are calling it.
The style of it?
Yeah. Yeah. It's some kind of trendy young kid style. I can't remember what she told me. But I was like, Are you telling me that I'm hip and with it? She was kind of laughing at me, but whatever.
She'd be like, don't push it, toots.
Pretty much. Pretty much. Yeah, so we did that. We went to Earl's, of course, and he had like an Italian sandwich or whatever. I, of course, you know me, I had my BLT because I love it. And you knew that. You didn't even have to look at my pictures. You knew what I ate. It's funny. So much of the trip, Carrie, we were talking like when we were wandering around and stuff, and I would say to him, it's just like being here with Carrie. Like he's kind of that easygoing, right? He's like, yeah, whatever. Like, just whatever. We didn't plan anything.
I have to rock, paper, scissors them to be your travel companion in the future.
Because it was so easy.
I'll be like, best 2 out of 3.
Whatever happened. There was no plans. We just kind of did whatever, which was really nice. And I kept saying that to him. It's just like being here with Carrie. So he, of course, stopped by to get his picture with the Winnie the Pooh thing. And I picked up the new trash can, the Fantasyland trash can.
You're a collector of them now.
I bought it. I went and bought it for Stan. Stan Solo.
Sure.
And then, of course,
you spent one?
I was there. I was like, oh, I may as well. So now I'm a trash can collector. And of course, we had to buy the pound of candy. So we did that. And then we went back to the hotel, just, freshened up, cleaned up or whatever. And then it was off to Animal Kingdom. By this time, Carrie, like my baseball hat was not working. So I brought the umbrella. And I was going to be one of those people.
How was your baseball hat not working?
I don't know. Like, you know what? I think because it sits so tightly on your head, it was hot on my head. I don't know. So I brought the umbrella. Okay. I brought the umbrella. I was going to be one of those people. We got inside Animal Kingdom, and I've now decided that I'm okay with certain bubble wands. Do you know why?
No.
Because they have a Judy Hopps and Nick Wilde bubble wand.
Did you buy?
I did not. I did not. Oh. But I'm so sad that I didn't get to see, the Tree of Life, that it's not open yet. So I couldn't do the Zootopia. But I'm so excited about it. So it's nice to see some Zootopia merch. Like, that's fun. Yeah. Went to Dinosaur, did Dinosaur, and I ended up finding a bucket hat. So I bought one. It's like this wide brimmed Animal Kingdom, looks like a safari kind of jungle hat.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. I got to find the picture because honest to goodness, my dad used to wear a hat like this when we would go to Disney. And so often I would when we were taking pictures and stuff, I'd be like, oh my gosh, I look like my dad. And a couple of times Andrew was like, yeah, you do. You look like grandpa.
That's awesome.
So after that, we did Everest. Well, Andrew did Everest. I did not. And he said, it was okay, but the backwards part was a little bit much for him.
Hmm.
And then of course, once we get into the Everest store, I find another bucket hat, which would have been perfect. And it was one for like UV, blah, blah, blah. But at this point, I'm like, I'm not spending $50 on another hat. Forget it. It's whatever. So I just wore my bucket hat. But it's kind of nice. I think I'll bring it again. I'll wear it again.
Yeah, they should.
It's all right. It's all right.
Does the
Um,
front of it have Mickey Mouse on it? Is that what that is on it? It's a thing of Mickey Mouse, like a
it's
picture of
yeah,
Mickey.
it's like a Mickey with yeah, it's like a little Mickey, and then on the back it says Animal Kingdom.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, yeah. Then we got some ice cream. Honestly, Carrie, we were just looking for shade anywhere at this point. Like, it's funny because I've said this a lot. Animal Kingdom to me always feels like the hardest park. Like the most walking, the most heat, like it always feels like the most draining part to me. But it's honestly because of the terrain.
Mm.
Like it's not flat. And you don't realize it because it's so like it's so like it's authentic to the details of where you're supposed to be, but it's a little bit up and down. So that night when we got back, I was like, Andrew, how many steps do you think we walked? He's like, oh, it's got to be 30,000 today, but it wasn't. It was actually less than we did on in Magic Kingdom and Epcot. It just felt like more.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. But we did that. We, killed some time. We went and did the safari, of course, but we were pretty late on the safari, late in the day. So a lot of the animals weren't out, or they weren't active enough to see, but we saw quite a few. We did the safari. And then our event that evening, was meeting over at Flight of Passage. So we went over and did, oh, what's the one? Andrew keeps calling it. He calls it,
Navi and the River Journey.
yeah, the river journey. He calls it the small world in Pandora. And he really wanted to do it because he wanted to see the shaman, the big audio
Oh yeah.
animatronic. This is the first time I've ever seen the screen. You know how people say like it's not always working and sometimes it's a screen?
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the screen?
No.
Me neither until this trip. So sometimes when
Oh.
on my page I'll post like a little video of that audio animatronic and people always attack me and they're like, he wasn't working when I was there, it was a screen, blah blah blah. And I'm always like, I don't understand. I've been on this thing I don't know how many times. I've never seen the screen. This trip, I finally saw the screen. But you can't even tell that it's a screen. Like, I don't know why people make it
Interesting.
big. It was pretty cool. Of course, by
Maybe I
this
saw the screen and I didn't know.
maybe you didn't realize because honestly, it looks so good.
Oh, that's
Um,
funny.
I already by this time, of course, I had a heat rash on my legs because it was. Um, but that's so we met over there and they were gonna walk us on Flight of Passage. But Andrew had already done Flight of Passage a couple times, so we were good. We'd done that. And then we met the whole group and they took us to a private dinner. Oh, that's where it was there that I met Candace. So,
Ooh.
yeah, so I got to actually spend some time and chat with your friend Candace. She was lovely. Um, so I met her and then this other girl, Melanie, who was my friend Sherry's friend. So then Candace and I took a picture so I could send it to you. And then Melanie and I took a picture so I could send it to Sherry.
That's fun.
And then, yeah, so that night, our event was they took us over after the park had closed to Harambe Market, where we had like a private dinner.
That's
It,
cool.
it was kind of cool. So it was a big buffet that they had set up, and the food was delicious. It was really good. And then so yeah, that was fun. And then Mickey and Minnie came out and the kids got pictures and we got pictures and all that. But get this. So there was one influencer that everybody was flipping out about. And of course, Franny doesn't know who these people are. because I'm old.
Me neither,
And
because for whatever reason, we don't follow lifestyle influencers. We just
no,
follow Disney people.
I follow Disney, even some like lifestyle people. Like I'm following the woman that talks about menopause,
Yeah,
not the
we're talking,
23 year
we're
olds talking,
following Melanie or Melanie, whatever the heck the lady's name is. The
right?
lovely lady that's we're part of her club. I
Or
don't
part
care
of her
club.
club, not the 23-year-olds, that are
True,
talking
true.
about
We
their
do
makeup
follow
and whatever,
influencers,
right?
just the ones that are relatable to us.
But everybody was going on about this girl, and I thought, you know what? I got to get my picture with her because somebody will know. Somebody will know who she is. And she seemed nice enough. So, whatever. We were in line for the buffet, and she happened to be behind me. And we chatted on the bus a couple times before I even knew who she was. But she was in line behind me in the buffet, and I thought, oh, I'm going to ask now. So, whatever. Her boyfriend was lovely. He took our picture. Her name is. Her name is Spencer Barbosa. So she has like 3 million followers on Instagram, but she has something like 12 million on TikTok.
Weird.
So you'll have to look her up. But the reason that I knew she was such a big deal was because your friend, Candace, her daughters told me who she was. They were like, oh my gosh, let me say, she's getting the Cool Mom of the Year award to bring her daughters on this trip where they got to meet this girl. So they got their picture with her too. But it was super cool. It was very cool. So, and she, you know what? She was absolutely lovely. But even our Disney rep was making fun of me because I said, "Oh, I got to meet the young girl, the influencer. She was out. She was such a lovely young lady." And Meredith's like, "Lovely young lady." Like, look, I worked at
Yeah.
my corporate job longer than both of you have been alive. Yes, she's a young lady. And I'm sure there are people listening who are like, how can you not know who Spencer Barbosa is or whatever? I didn't,
Yeah, I
but I
don't know
do
who she
now.
is.
I do now. Now I know. Um, so yeah, we got some pictures of Mickey and Minnie. It was, you know what, Carrie, it was such a super cool night to be there after close, have dinner. Andrew really appreciated it. He was like so excited. And then
You're like, stick with me, kid.
I'm like, come on. And then like he picks up dessert. We're on a media trip, and I say to the man, like, I got to take pictures of everything. He's like, yeah, 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 got it. He picks up dessert, and by the time I turn around, he's already eaten the ear off the Mickey bar before I get a picture. So I got a picture just of his body, Mickey's body. I didn't get a whole full picture of the Mickey bar. So that was fun. That was that night. And then the next morning was an early morning again. So they bussed us back. So they took us to Animal Kingdom out the back. So by this time, Andrew's been backstage at 3 out of 3 parks. Pretty cool. So then I'm wondering, are they going to do it for Magic Kingdom? But they did not. So for Magic Kingdom, they picked us up, I guess, about 7:30, quarter to 8 in the morning. We met the bus. And they bussed us over to Magic Kingdom where they had arranged rolling reservations for us to be at Crystal Palace for breakfast. So yet another Pooh Bear activity. So this morning we're in the park at like 8 a.m. And we got to have breakfast at the Crystal Palace. Carrie, I haven't done that in years, which is shocking because, we love Pooh Bear. But yeah, it was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome. We wandered around the park a little bit, then had breakfast, and it was really good. Like, so these churro Mickey waffles, have you seen them? Like they're
I've
Mickey
heard about
waffles
them.
with
I haven't had
churros.
them, but I've heard about them. Yeah.
So I did decide that I should do a churro and a regular waffle side by side to compare. And it just, it was just like extra sugar on the churro one. Like it's just churro sugar on it, I guess. We got to see Pooh Bear, Tigger, Piglet, and then you and Eeyore, and then you do Pooh Bear at the end. So he's up at the front, and you take picture with him when you're leaving. I used to remember that it was Piglet that was up at the front, but now I guess it's Pooh Bear. So that was fun. We got lots of pictures with them. Andrew was super excited, spend more time with the bear, because it was all
Do they
about
do
the
the
Pooh
parade
Bear.
around the restaurant?
They did not while we were there. And we were there, I
Hmm.
want to say, for a good hour. I didn't see the parade, but maybe we just missed it. Um, but yeah, so we did that. We did the People Mover. Andrew did Space Mountain. Andrew did Tron. All the big rides, and probably around 3 or 4 o'clock. So Carrie, keep in mind we were there at 8 a.m. I don't rope
Hmm.
drop. So first, before our breakfast reservation, this is how bad I am. I don't really know the rope drop protocol. So we were in the park that early, but our breakfast was until like 9:30. So him and I had like an hour to kill. I didn't know how to get anywhere because they had certain places blocked off. So we walked all the way around. He's like, "How do you not know where you're going?" I'm like, "Because I don't come this early." So that just kind of highlighted it. Yeah, we went back, we did Winnie the Pooh, we did all that stuff. And then probably Carrie around 3 o'clock. I was like, I gotta go back and take a break and do some work or whatever. It was probably 4 o'clock. Oh, but I gotta call out because he didn't buy the hat at Epcot. He said to me, if they have the hat at Magic Kingdom, it's fate and I'll buy it. So he bought it. So he bought that stuffed
Winnie the
animal
Pooh hat.
hat, Winnie the Pooh hat. And yes, and not only did he take pictures and let me post it online, when we went and spent some time in the DVC lounge, he also posed with it in there, so that I could take pictures and send to his mother.
Oh,
We did
goodness.
lunch at Cosmic Ray, or at he got his lobster roll because he had a list of things he wanted to do. He'd never seen the Country Bears, like the updated one. So that was fun. We got to do that. And then I left him for a couple of hours to go do some work. And he stayed in the park and wandered. And he did like Pirates and Haunted Mansion and all that stuff. And then I came back probably about 6 o'clock, 6:30, and for the party. So the Halloween party.
Nice.
Long day, man. Long day. The party was sold out. Like it was busy. So it was, by the time we got over to go to the parade, we went to Frontierland and we were probably 4 lines back for the parade. So we got some pictures, but the lighting on that parade is very different too, right? Like they have spotlights. So some of my pictures, like all you can see is this big spotlight. But I
Mhm.
love that parade. Like
Yeah,
I think
it's
it's
a
one
good
of my
one.
favorites.
Hmm.
So we got to see the parade. We wandered around. We did some more stuff. And then Andrew, do you know what he wanted for dinner? You're in Magic Kingdom. Like, we all know that Magic Kingdom doesn't have like a whole ton of food options, whatever. His goal for Magic Kingdom for dinner, he just wanted Cosmic Rays cheeseburger.
Weird.
Weird, right? That's all he wanted. Cosmic Rays cheeseburger for dinner. So that's what we had. And he said it was just as good as he was thinking that it would be, and
Because he
just as good as
remembered.
he remembers, because he loves like the cheeseburgers and stuff there. So we did that. And then like by this time, Carrie, we were running out of steam, man. We were running on fumes. We did Small World. I didn't realize how short those seats are on Small World. And it might be the new boats, but like when you sit down, you're like maybe 5 inches off the ground. It, it's not like it was hard getting back up. Anyway, after that, we were like, I said to him, look, this has been a very poo centric trip. Do you want to wait in line to get him in his bumblebee costume? So Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, and Eeyore are all in their Halloween costumes and available for a meet and greet. So we did. We got in line. We were in line for an hour, maybe,
Wow.
maybe a little longer. We actually watched the Halloween party fireworks from the line at Pooh Bear. But in the end, we got our pictures with them. And they're so cute, right? Like to have them all dressed up in their little outfits and stuff like that.
And you get
So
to see all of them. Like that's worth the wait that you get all of them.
you get all four of them, right? So that was really cool. And we got to see other Pooh fans in line. There was like another man dressed up as Pooh Bear, and he was there by himself. And Andrew's like, see, lots of people love Pooh Bear. And then after that, we were like, okay, I think we're done. Like, I think we've reached our max, because when we were leaving the party, like even for the later parade, there were like 2 or 3 rows deep of people sitting, staking their claim. So we were like, I think we're done. But Andrew, of course, wanted mint chocolate chip ice cream first. So we
Nice.
stopped. We stopped and
Solid
got
choice.
that. We sat on Main Street and enjoyed that for a little bit, and then we were off. So we went to the Contemporary and took an Uber back to the hotel, because then this way we didn't have to figure out the bus or any of that kind of stuff. And Carrie, like the next day, our flight was at 11 a.m., which meant we needed to be at the airport for 8 a.m. So it was another long morning. So we got back to the hotel, did a little bit of packing or whatever, but then we got up at 6 a.m. and got on the plane and packed and then got in the Uber and back to the airport and flew home, where we sat in traffic in Toronto for God knows how long trying to get home.
That's a busy, busy trip. Like more than you do in like 2 trips.
Right? Like
But one.
it's more than I do. Like that was more time that I spent in the parks than I ever do. My Fitbit was going bananas, trying to track all my steps, because it was like, what are you doing? You don't do this. Are you okay?
Somebody steal your bracelet. Did somebody steal your watch?
Yes, exactly. Exactly. So
It's
yeah,
awesome.
it was a lot. We did a lot, but you know what, Carrie, we had so much fun. Andrew is one of the funniest people I know. He makes me laugh. We didn't fight the whole time. We were both surprised, although almost once. Because I don't know why. He says I walk into him. I think he walks into me. Neither one of us walked straight, and we just kept walking into each other. So that, yeah, at one point he was getting irritated with that. But yeah, it was like no arguments, no nothing. Everything was just, it was great.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it was good. It
Long
was
overdue
good
trip.
bonding. Yes. Yes, it was good bonding for sure. So
Awesome.
yeah, it was really great. Thank you to Disney for sending me down there and for the trip and getting to do some unique experiences that not everybody
Hmm.
gets to do. It was pretty cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What did you buy beyond your shirt and your hat? Did you buy anything different, or did Andrew buy anything outside of his poo? Because
He
we got to
bought
talk a little bit more about merch.
he bought a shirt, I think, and of course, gifts for the girlfriend. We were everywhere looking for certain gifts. It's funny because his girlfriend, her favorite is Merida, and there's nothing. Like, there's
Mm.
literally no good Merida merch. Even the pin that they had of Merida didn't look like her.
So you're on the hunt for that.
Yeah, so he ended up buying her a couple mugs. She loves the Lion King as well, so we got her some Lion King mugs. And he bought her a shirt, and he bought her some Lion King pins. So, yeah. So yeah, that was good. And we got we got his mom a shirt, a Christmas shirt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because there's Christmas merch out now.
Yeah. Yeah. So we bought her a Christmas shirt. But yeah, that was really it. Like, we didn't go crazy. We didn't go crazy.
You didn't have time to.
We didn't have time. Plus, I didn't want to be carrying around. Like normally I can shop knowing that I'm going to be back at the hotel in an hour. But this time, like it was the whole day. So we're buying mugs and putting them in my knapsack. I'm carting around mugs in my knapsack. It was, yeah, it was a lot. It was a lot for me, but it was good. It was very good. I'm really, super excited that we got to do that. And you know what? We had such a good time. I know we'll do it again.
That's all you just needed to do it. And now it's opened
Yeah.
up a future of opportunities.
We just need to plan where we have more time so that he can actually enjoy like the relaxing at the resort and the things that we love to do, right? Not feel
Yeah.
like he had to go, go, go. Yes.
Next time.
Yes. But we did chat about you a lot. Like lots of things that, what does Carrie think of this and how does Carrie like this? And yeah. And because he listens to the podcast too, he knows so much about, what you think of the parks too. So I need to get
Cool.
him on the podcast.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
I'll ask him again. But, you know, you know.
One of these days.
Hmm.
Should have been on here. Where's Trip Report?
I know. Exactly.
Too late now.
Too late now. I've just babbled for like an hour. So that's it.
Oh,
That's
dear.
the trip report.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And then Carrie, our next episode, we're
Mhm.
we're recording, and then because you and I are away together. So there's another trip
Yippee!
in between.
Yeah. Couple days we're leaving. You're on another adventure.
To the
And you
homeland.
haven't unpacked. And you probably won't unpack until the day before. And then you've got to repack.
Yep. Yeah. This is a very busy month for travel. But super excited that you and I will be in Disneyland.
Motherland. We're gonna do doing the pilgrimage yet again to the motherland. Disneyland for the people that haven't connected the dots.
It's so exciting. Yeah, I'm looking forward
Yeah.
to that. I'm looking
Me
forward to
too.
that.
Me too.
So we'll have a full trip report on that when we come home from there.
Yes.
Yes.
And then those adventures.
Yes. All right, Carrie, I've babbled enough. We're at that time of the podcast where it's time to share what brought us some pixie dust, something that brought you
Yeah.
joy. What's yours?
My turn. Well, I went for an impromptu breakfast this morning with a friend. She just messaged me last night at like 8 o'clock. And so we went for breakfast this morning. And it's kind of nice just to, when you thought your day was going to be one thing and it kind of starts off with something fun like that. So that was cool. I guess
Nice.
that's my pixie dust. That, and then a new Christmas Advent puzzle calendar, which is going to be fun. I didn't know I was going to get one for this year. I was going to have to do one of the old ones over again. So thanks to Costco, I've got a new Advent calendar for Christmas. But yeah,
Nice.
that's it. How about you? What's your pixie dust?
My pixie dust is, I kind of mentioned it a little bit on the podcast. My Apple Watch was dying. I've had it for probably 12 years or something like that.
Wow.
And I was looking online, and like Apple Watches are like $550 for the basic ones. And
Wow.
really, I was like, what do I need it for? I need it to notify me if someone sends me a text message, and I'd like it to count my steps. So instead, I splurged on a Fitbit that cost me like $120. And you only have to charge it once a week. So,
Yeah.
like, I went to Florida and tracked all those steps. I never charged it. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And I use the app, and it's really good. I'm quite happy with it. So
I don't know. I have a Garmin, or I think not, but it's the same probably as the Fitbit. And I wear it sometimes, and sometimes I wear it a lot, and sometimes I forget about it. And then the other day, it kind of just fell apart, and I was trying to put it back
oh,
together, and I couldn't put it together. So I might be in the market for a new one too. I'll have to take a
well,
look.
Carrie, this one, like, you wear it all the time. So you wear it to bed, and it tracks your
Yeah.
sleep and your
I
heart
find,
rates
yeah,
and all
mine is
that.
like that too, but I find if I wear it too much, then I start to get a bit of a rash. Like it kind of
Oh,
irritates my wrists if I wear it like too long. I need to give my wrist a break. So I don't always wear it at nighttime. I'll just wear it during the day, or I'll wear it for so many days and then I'll take it off and then I usually forget about it. And that's why I don't wear it all the time. But it will
Ah.
irritate my wrist after a while.
Oh, see, mine's pretty good. Like I wear it all the time now. Like I wear it to bed, everything. It works.
Hmm,
Yeah. So pretty happy with
cool.
it. Saved myself like
Awesome.
$400.
Yeah, for sure. That's like
Super
the Samsung
excited.
ones are really expensive too, like three,
Ex-
$400, $500.
I know, I know. And you know what? This does exactly what I need. It tracks my steps, tracks my sleep, and it lets me know if I get a text message. That's it. That's all I need. Yeah. Perfect. All right, Carrie. Thank you
Yeah.
so much for everyone listening if you made it all the way through. And make sure to leave us a rating and review. And we'll see you on the next one
See you
in a couple
soon.
weeks. See you soon.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to the Pixie Dust Fan Podcast. We hope you enjoyed the episode.
Make sure you're following us on your favorite podcast player so you'll get a new episode every week. And find us on social media too. We'd love to hear from you.
Till next time, remember, you are never too old to be young. Chase your dreams and design your own happily ever after.